And the next thing we want to talk about, Sacramento Kings, y'all. I mean, the Kings, I just want to give y'all some bold predictions. Now, I'm not saying like all this will happen, but there's a chance, all right? And if it does, you heard it here first. So here are my bold predictions for the Sacramento Kings this year. Number one, the best record in the West or NBA. It don't matter. Number one seed in the West. I can highly see that because you got a team who was brand new last year, a lot of new pieces, new head coach, new philosophy, and they finished third seed. Then you bring back majority of the same team and you add other pieces that fit, that were better than the role players you had last year. Terrence Davis did a great job. I love Terrence Davis, man. He came in on fire, but we replaced him with Chris Duarte, right? And he also shot the three. He also did three well, and he's a good defender, much better than Terrence Davis. But Terrence Davis is my dog. I like Terrence Davis, right? You added Sasha. Sasha from the EuroLeague's MVP. He's a ultimate great shooter. He's a great shooter. I mean, he reminds me of Peja Stojakovic for real. Off the ball, he could score 30 off the ball, really, right? Kind of like how Klay Thompson did against us, 37 in one quarter, right? 60 with no dribbles. So now, and you add JaVale McGee, rim protection presence, right? Now, that's one thing the Kings needed was rim protection, and JaVale McGee brings that to the table, all right? So that's another piece that added. So you got to look. So the team gotten better. The team has gotten better. And then you got guys like Keegan Murray, who's going to get better this year. When we saw in the summer league, De'Aaron Fox hasn't reached his prime yet. He's going to get better this year. Malik Monk hasn't reached his prime yet. He's going to get better this year. Now, Sabonis, on the other hand, I can't fully say that he will be better. We might get the same Sabonis we saw last year. All right. So best record in the West. That's a bold prediction. Number two, the scoring record. The scoring record, team scoring record. The team scoring record was 126.5 points by Denver Nuggets back in the 80s. Last year, the Kings averaged over 120 points a game. So, and that's with a new team. And you added better offensive pieces. I'm telling you, man, like the Kings have a big chance of breaking that scoring record of 126.5 points a game. The offensive rating record. I mean, the Kings broke that last year. I don't even think this is a bold prediction. The Kings broke the offensive rating record last year. So, and I believe they got better offensively with the playoff experience with the Warriors kind of like with the dribble handoff we had, the Warriors kind of neutralized that, and Mike Brown added plays to the system to not be neutralized by that no more. He said that. The offense is going to be better this year, so the offensive rating record also might be shattered. So that's another bold prediction I have for the Kings this year. Sixth man of the year, Malik Monk, or my man Sasha. All right, I mean, I can see he want to be Malik Monk, almost won last year. And he wasn't really discovered by us until I won't say discovered. He wasn't really getting the attention until like mid-season for real. So, but I can see Sasha or Malik Monk winning sixth man of the year this year. Now, this right here ain't too crazy, y'all. Don't beat me up for this. But the De'Aaron Fox MVP, that's a high possibility if the Kings finish with the best record in the NBA. I remember Steph Curry. Steph Curry in the Warriors lost to the Clippers in the first round, kind of similar to how we lost to the Warriors last year. And they lost in the seventh game in LA. But we lost to Sacramento. And then they came back the next year. Steph Curry won MVP because they were number one seed, but he only averaged 23 points a game. So De'Aaron Fox is not going to average 23 points a game. One thing I think De'Aaron Fox is going to change this year, last year, he was chilling the whole game. Chilling. Just straight chilling. And then the fourth quarter comes, he turns up. But in the playoffs, he was not chilling. He turned up from the beginning of the game. That's why the first playoff game he played, he dropped 37. So I think this year he will be a lot more aggressive early on in the game. A lot more aggressive. So look out for Fox being the MVP and Fox being in that conversation, being the second best point guard in the NBA. Right? So being in that conversation. So, and my last bold prediction is this. The Sacramento Kings making it to the Western Conference Finals. Now, some people might say, Joe, all that, and that's all you say, Western Conference Finals. Man, I look at the ESPN poll. They got the Kings finishing seventh with 43 wins, I think, 43 or 44 wins. So, and a lot of people don't think we're going to repeat what we did last year. A lot of people think last year was a Cinderella story. You know, like the Kings are not serious like that. They caught a lot of people off guard. They didn't get hit with the injury bug, even though people played through injuries. One had a broken hand the whole daggone year, but played through it instead of getting surgery. So I guess we don't get credit for that. But a lot of people don't expect the Kings to do nothing this year. The West is too tough. It's too stacked. You got the Clippers if they're healthy. You got the Suns if they stay healthy. The Lakers if they stay healthy. You got Memphis with Ja, and they got Marcus Smart and D Rose. The Pelicans if they stay healthy. The West is too stacked. I get it, man. I get it. But every year we come into the season and we are excited about these teams, and majority of these teams don't fall. They fall off. I look at the last three champions: the Denver Nuggets, the Golden State Warriors, and the Milwaukee Bucks. All three of them have one thing in common: they got chemistry. They got chemistry, and that's one thing the Kings got. They got chemistry. All right, so I'm excited about this NBA season, not just the Sacramento Kings, but just period. All right, I'm excited to talk about all sports, especially NFL and NBA season. Those are my two favorite sports, but, you know, I want to speak on all sports on this show. But, hey, thank y'all for staying to the end. I appreciate y'all, and I'll see y'all next episode. Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.